We've been shooting the Canik TP9 Elite Combat for a little bit now. It is modeled after the Walther P99. I don't have a Walther P99, but I do have a Q5 match. The barrels are about the same length. The weight is really close. I've got a target down there, and I've been shooting the same target with each gun. Just one round with this gun, then one round with this gun. And honestly, you can't tell them apart. This is a match gun. This is apparently a combat gun because it says combat on it. What we're going to do is we're going to raise up into the head zone of that target down there. We'll shoot one with this, one with this. We'll repeat that 5 times. The Elite Combat first, and we're just going to take our time and shoot a little slower than normal. Now the Walther. I didn't do so hot with the Walther that time. I pulled that one. I'm trying to hurry because the chickens are trying to get over there. They see all the leaves rustling. Now one more with this. But realistically, it's almost like just shooting the same gun over and over, even though one says combat and one says match. Now the Walther. Now the Canik. You can almost follow each shot with the guns. They shoot so similarly. Stay over there for one more second, chickens. All right. That is 5 rounds through each gun. And we will take that target down there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. That was from earlier, and that was from now. The one on the right, I pulled that with that Walther, but these guns, they shoot almost identical with each other. They've got very similar triggers, very similar barrels, except one says match and one says combat. We'll take these in and look at them, but we're really going to be talking about the Canik Elite Combat. Oh, look, there's a chicken. All right, we're back inside. Both these guns are clear. Neither one's loaded. We'll just get right into that. The Q5 match, excellent shooting gun, feels really good in the hand. And the TP9 Elite Combat, though, pretty impressed. I might have not given these guns much attention, but they are pretty good guns. This one, it has the salient barrel, salient sights. I'm not for sure if this is salient trigger, but it's a very good trigger. It's got a flared mag well. I could take that or leave it. It kind of squishes your fingers up a little bit, but honestly, it does help throwing mags in there really fast. It's got a cocking indicator back here, but it is very, very Waltherish. As you can see here on the slide stop, slide release, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Very, very similar on the Canik and the Walther. Now, the Canik is supposed to be modeled after the Walther P99, which was a really good gun, discontinued, I do believe. But both these have Picatinny rails. The slide is a little chunky and heavy feeling on the Canik, but a lot of people don't like them. It does have the loaded chamber indicator up here, and you can really feel that. In low light conditions, run your finger across there. If you feel it, it's loaded. I like that personally. I like it better than the little cutout where you can look down and see a piece of brass. Can't see a piece of brass at night. Now, the one thing I may change is this has the extended mag release, and I'll show you why I might change it. Now, I've never had this happen when I was carrying it in a holster or anything, but if you push down on it, the magazine pops out. So, I don't know. If you take this off, it's a little bit better protected, but it's also a little bit harder to reach. Now, with all the similarities of these guns, you can just by looking at the top of the grip here. Now, this Walther has an incredible feeling grip. The Canik is okay at best, but when you get up here to the top around the slide and the top of the frame, there is a lot of similarities in them. The serial numbers are in the same place. But as you can tell here, I was shooting one round with each gun, going back and forth. One round, one round, one round. This was the flyer that I called with the Walther, the very first shot with the Walther. But honestly, I could take any of my guns and shoot like this, and you would think that was just the same gun, not two different guns. They shoot very similar. Down here, same thing. I did have a couple flyers there, but the Elite Combat does shoot extremely well. The barrels, everybody says the Q5 has a 5-inch barrel, but they are so close to the same, and there are threads that go all the way out to the end of this Canik. So that's all barrel. Barrel's very, very similar. I don't know. I may have to start giving the Caniks a little bit more attention. This one is a very, very good shooting gun, and like I said, if it'll, in my hands, they shoot really close to the same. Now, as you can tell with this group, not the best shooting. I did this right after I got home from work. I started cold, just shooting cold turkey, and I was getting ate up by mosquitoes. I was trying to hurry. Chickens were trying to get behind my target. So, would I recommend the Canik TP9 Elite Combat? Absolutely. Yes, I would. The only thing that I would change possibly would be a little bit of the ergos on the grip, and I might change out this extended mag release. Other than that, I haven't had any failures with this gun. Now, one complaint, and it's really not, I don't know if it's a big complaint, a little complaint. Probably there's people that know more about it. But on both of these guns, if you add an optic, you lose your rear sight. Not crazy about that. Now, I know if you have an optic on there, if something happens with your optic, your battery goes dead or something like that, then you're just, without a rear sight, you're not co-witnessing anything. You're shooting through a little glass window. A lot of optics have a rear sight cutout in them. I don't know if you could get one that would match up with the front sight on either one of these guns. As a matter of fact, if you look, both of these have a red fiber optic front. It's really easy to pick up. The salient sights on here is awesome. That salient barrel, in my hands, will shoot as good as this Walther match barrel, excuse me. So, we may do not a full-blown torture test on this gun, but we might take it out and just rough it up a little bit. I don't think I'll have any troubles with it. If we have any Canik people out there that have a lot of experience with one, if you've been rough on your guns, if you've had problems with it, or if it's ran excellent, let me know in the comments. Just share your info. That's all this channel is for, is info. Anyway, the Canik TP9 Elite Combat is a good gun. Now, I was looking at the prices. I think they're priced a little bit high for a Turkish handgun, but quality's quality. It doesn't matter where it's from. Turkey, Germany, Austria, hell, China for that matter. If it's good, it's good. And so far, this has been really good. Thanks for watching.